Yo, shout out to Sir Bravian for such a magnificent song. So, kick it off, bruv. The whole slate is coming. Let's get it.
Divers 2 hit like a thunder roll. Shook the PlayStation faithful right down to their soul. They thought exclusives were a fortress wall, but now those walls, they start to fall.
Come on in, guys.
Remake, Death Stranding 2.
Let's talk about it.
Showing up on Xbox, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Fanboys crying, petitions in hand. But
Yeah,
real
man.
gamers just understand. Whole slate's coming, hear the thunder roll. Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming.
Come on in, guys.
Through the Game Pass gate.
You think the whole slate's still coming? It's coming.
Fanboys crying, shouting in vain. You lost your grip and losing your game. Could've spoke with your wallet, but you stood still. Now Xbox to experience the whole damn thrill. Whole slate's coming, Joel and Ellie
Whole
too.
slate's coming, man.
Whole slate's coming, intergalactic coming through. Whole slate's coming, watch Killzone ignite. Whole slate's coming, I feel like resistance tonight.
Where is factions? Where is
Where is it?
factions? Where is factions?
She gone, man.
Last of Us taking a brand new ride. Shadow of the Colossus standing by Xbox's side. Uncharted treasures ready to show. Sackboy packing up and he's ready to go. Bloodborne shadows creeping slow. Ratchet and Clank putting on a show. Could've stopped this if you bought the game, but you just whined and now it's all the same. Whole slate's coming, hear the thunder roll. Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming, through the Game Pass gate. Whole slate's coming.
Yeah, buddy, the whole slate is coming. How are you guys doing this wonderful evening? Now, it's not Sunday. I had to do something yesterday. That's why I didn't do the podcast. But I'm free tonight, so we'll do it tonight. How are you guys doing? In the chat, how are you guys going? Let me just say shout out to Adidas 20. Shout out to you, Adidas. Let me just put you up there. Adidas, salute. Keep up the great editing. Yeah, man, somebody's got to do it. Let me just say shout out to everyone in the chat. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope your family is doing all right. I know right now, for those in Jamaica might be in some problems right now. So we could say a small prayer for Jamaica. Jamaica right now most likely would be hit by that Category 5 hurricane, and that ain't nothing to play with, man. That hurricane is nothing to play with. So let me just say, I just hope all those in Jamaica is staying safe, making sure they are with family. and try to survive this hurricane here. Now, let me just say, shout out to Anonymous Boss Gaming. Anonymous Boss, what up? Shout out to you, man. Anime Source Central. How you doing, Anime Source Central? Anonymous Boss, who again I'm seeing here? CC, what up, man? Shout out to you. Now, guys, for the past few days, these gaming streets have been going nuts, have been going wild, have been going insane. All because Microsoft would have bring Halo to PlayStation. Well, we will talk about that later down in the show. But I mean, the discourse on this is just so. I mean, I don't know why this was so surprising. But we will talk about it because we really have to talk about, does exclusives matter? Hey, Island Girl Gaming. What up, Island Girl Gaming? How you doing? That's the wifey there. So today we have a number of things that we are going to talk about. We're going to talk about how some guys just went crazy. So for example, let me just say shout out. Hey, Bounty. Shout out to you, man. Hey, how are you doing across there, boy, Bounty? How Jamaica doing? I mean, I hope you staying safe. I hope the family staying safe, Bounty. You guys take it easy, man. Take it easy. Do what you need to do in order to make it there, man. Yeah? Shout out again to Anonymous Boss. Anonymous Boss here. What? This is a sickness, boy, man. Anonymous Boss. This is a sickness. Anonymous Boss said, let me see what an Anonymous Boss said here. Anonymous Boss said here. Where you at, Anonymous Boss? Oh, here you are. Anonymous Boss said, this is a sickness. You're paying for water and you're paying for the apples, brother. My brother, Professor Strong, went to get some tomatoes. You better believe it, man. Listen to me. Persons don't realize that right now we are first class citizens. We are getting these games well. Shout out to you.
You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yes. Do you want
You're
Halo?
making us pay for grapes,
Yes.
apples, things that God gave us for free.
You can get it for free.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
Nobody's
You will
going
not be
hell.
allowed in my father's house at all.
At all.
Thank you.
You're hey, shout out to Professor Strong, man. Shout out to Anonymous Boss. Let me just say shout out to Bounty. Hey, man. Yo, I really want to thank you for your support, Bounty. Bounty with that 10 super chat or gifted member, 10 gifted members. Shout out to Bounty. Guys, just give Bounty shout out in the chat, man. Bounty, you just keep good and keep safe out there, man. So, guys, I mean, these gaming streets have been a mess. I am seeing Xbox guys losing. I mean, Gears went, Forza went, Halo was the camel that the straw that broke the camel back. Let me show you some of these guys how they were getting on. I mean, I can't believe what I was seeing here. And these guys know what is the MO. They know what is the MO with Microsoft. This is nothing new.
Forza's
This is Kid Smooth. This is one of the biggest Xbox supporters. Listen to what he's saying here.
Forza's over there. Gears is over there. Halo was obviously next, and but for me, it's like, okay, fuck it.
Hey,
You kill my platform of
what's
choice.
this?
You kill my brand. Well, I'm gonna go down with the shit, but I ain't supporting this hobby. I'm not supporting it in the way you guys want me to support it. I ain't buying no damn
Volume?
games. Social media, Microsoft,
Hello, you and me?
Amy Hood, Satya, Alien, AI, Nadella. That's it. Going down with ship. I am retiring. So I don't know.
So a lot of Xbox channels retired this weekend. A lot of Xbox supporters retired this weekend because of the 25-year-old game, or the volume on the video was low. Well, basically, he was saying that he is not supporting the gaming industry again. This is Kid Smooth, one of the biggest Xbox guys. He's not supporting the industry again. He's not supporting Microsoft again. He is going down with the ship. He's still an Xbox guy, but he's not supporting because of Halo. Now, Halo was rumored years ago to come to Xbox. Ever since Microsoft was putting their games on other platforms, this was a rumor. So this wasn't nothing new. No, we were still waiting to see if they would have actually done it. But guess what? Kid Smooth is out of there. Yeah.
What this means for my...
No, I can't believe this was the cradle that rocked these Xbox fans. I mean, I don't understand. I am seeing Xbox as doing a very strategic move. They are utilizing PlayStation audience to recoup money, to grow that particular franchise, and also to basically make sure that the studios stay alive because of the increase of games and so forth. But we will talk about it, guys, because we have to ask the questions. Does exclusives matter in 2025 as how it mattered in, let's say, 1995, 1996, the early 2000s? Does exclusives still matter like that? We will have a logical discussion on it tonight. But yes, these Xbox fans were going crazy. Kid Smooth, the biggest Xbox guy, the guy who sang Halo, Gears, and Forza, Halo, Gears, he is out of there. He's no longer with Xbox. This is what broke his back. Crack, monkey break it back for a piece of pumarak. If you're from the Caribbean, you will know about that.
What it does for videos moving forward, what hobbies I might pick up. But
this guy is going to pick up a new hobby. He's no longer repping for Xbox because of Halo. Wow. Hey, let me say shout out to Space Shot. Space Shot, how you doing, my brother? Hope you and the family staying safe across there. Space Shot. Drew Thompson, what up, my friend? Hope you're doing all right as well. Who am I missing? Hey, 100, Struggle Boxing, the king of Army Xbox. That Turian, what up? Joe Dunmore, E-Ranks, Bounty, Malik, Brothers Grimm, Gino, who is this here? Jinzo. Shout out to Bounty, guys. You all guys got memberships. You guys will get the videos first. Hey, Avgator, what up, man? Hope you're doing okay as well. So, guys, a lot of Xbox guys tripped out. I even saw one of the biggest Xbox YouTubers. He's no longer covering Xbox. He is now covering PlayStation. Look at this. Guys, look at this craziness here. I couldn't believe it. Look at this here. This is Mr. Colt Eastwood, one of the biggest Xbox channels on this here YouTube. 181,000 subscribers. And Colt, he's not covering Xbox since this news. Look at this.
Success with the PS5 in a niche market.
What is this? He's talking about PS5?
Design of the upcoming PlayStation 6, set to be an affordable powerhouse with efficiency and more flexibility than ever before.
Look at this!
And we may see the PS6 sooner than you think. Sony is working on a budget and performance balanced next generation console. The PS6 is Sony's next-gen console built with the AMD Orion APU.
All of these Xbox channels switched up. Am I alone? No, well, I did see Dirt and they are still rocking it. Dirk, Gritty, Sean, I think, who is that guy named, boy? There's still a number of Xbox channels, but a lot of guys, they threw their hat out of the ring. This is crazy, all because of this 25-year-old game. Nuts. But we'll talk about it, guys. We will talk about it tonight. Tonight, however, let's begin the discussion with something that PlayStation canceled. You know, everyone is quick to jump on Xbox when Xbox cancels a game, when Xbox cancels a service. But I mean, I'm not hearing much persons and much commentary. There's no doom and gloom for PlayStation, as we would have seen that there is a report that a first look at the cancelled God of War multiplayer game was unveiled. So apparently, Sony was working on a God of War game that they cancelled. Yes, Sony was working on a God of War game that they cancelled. Now, if you guys are counting, they canceled Concord. There are reports that they canceled the Spideyverse game. That was a Spider-Man multiplayer game that was canceled. And I believe I'm missing one. But now this God of War game was canceled. How much money did Sony lose from canceling this game? Hear what it says. It says Sony is clearly far from finished with the God of War franchise, with several projects currently in the works, ranging from a TV show for Prime Video, to a heavily rumored 2D Metroidvania that would return to Greece, drawing inspiration from games like Blasphemous. Despite the robust slate, some fans may know that another project from the saga was scrapped not too long ago. So a report at the start of the year mentioned PlayStation was cutting 2 live service projects from this first party studio. So again, Sony cannot get a multiplayer live service game up and running outside of Helldivers 2. So it's looking like this is another dud by Sony. Let me say shout out to Why So Serious. Why So Serious? How you doing? I hope you and the fam doing okay, man. So again, Why So Serious? You know, coming in, we are seeing that Sony would have cancelled another live service project. These were an announced game from Ben Studio, but we know what happened to Ben Studio, from which we revealed at early look last year, and the multiplayer God of War game that was being developed by Blue Point Games. This cancellation caught many by surprise, with details sparse beyond the fact that it was supposed to be a multiplayer game set in the God of War universe. Thankfully, we recently gained access to development screenshot that offered a detailed look at the game's plans settings. The question is, who leaked these photos? Do you think it was the devs? Do you think it was Ben Studios or Blue Point Games who leaked these photos? Maybe angry at Sony that they scrapped the game. They waste how many years of their time? Look at these images, guys. Look at this. This is the multiplayer game here. How you find this looking here? What you think this game would have been about? I find the graphics is looking kind of shaky. But what are your guys' thoughts about this multiplayer God of War game? What are your thoughts about? Look at this. Okay. I mean, this is looking like new stuff. This is not looking like stuff they would have reused from the previous God of War. But I mean, Sony just can't get these games as a service up and running. Look at this. This is a lot of images here, man. I don't know if it would have been a PvP or I don't know what this would have been, but look at these images, guys. Do you think this multiplayer game would have been a hit with PlayStation gamers? Or do you think this was another Concord in the making? Look at this. What is this here? I've seen a guy here with 2 plateaus. I don't know what is that. What is this? Is this buns? Mustard? What up here, man? Yo, Joe, what up, Joe? Shout out to you, man. I mean, it's looking like this is Rome or something like that. I don't know what Sony is doing, but Sony has cancelled more games than they put out. And you know, the media won't talk about that. The media won't say anything about that. But it is what it is. Sony has cancelled another game, another multi-plat game, and this is what we are seeing here. Now, this week, we saw the PlayStation community, they reached their all-time low because they started to say all sorts of things about Sarah Bond. They are saying that Sarah Bond. Let me play for you what these ponies were saying about Sarah Bond. Let's play for you here. Where is it? Is it this? Look at this here. This is the PlayStation community talking about Sarah Bond. Listen.
About Xboxes, and he gave out all this stuff, controllers.
Are you guys hearing?
In the city at the Windows store. And then you have this, and it's like muted, and then they have this stupid canned preset interview with preset questions by this guy Tim from.
So here we have Tim Dog. He is complaining about Sarah Bond interview. I'm sure you guys would have seen the interview where she sat down with this guy from Mashables, and she basically spoke about the ROG Ally X and spoke about the next Xbox console, right? But listen to what they are saying here. Listen to the argument.
He's a disgrace to journalism. Didn't ask any question. He framed himself as wanting to. It's like, yeah, you know.
You know what Tim Dog is sounding like? Tim Dog is sounding like when Jim Ryan or when guys on PlayStation have an interview, if they don't have scripted, discussions. When PlayStation has their interview, are you saying Jim Ryan and all these guys do things off the cuff? Come on, man. All of these interviewers have to send the questions that they are going to ask to make sure it's not a gotcha question. Come on.
Whatever. Just watch that thing. That thing is the most infuriating thing I've ever seen in a long time. Sarah is completely, I don't know what the word she is. She's diabolical. She's
incompetent. Like, people don't know. People don't know this, right? So Phil was at Xbox for 25 years before he got made head of Xbox.
So they are saying Sarah Bond is incompetent, and they don't know how it is. You know, she got the job. These guys are even insinuating that Sarah Bond slept her way to the top. So these guys came on this podcast. They came together, guys in their 30s and 40s, to bad talk Sarah Bond.
And we worked in gaming his entire time. She came over from T-Mobile 5 years ago and is somehow president of Xbox right now.
Look at this.
Like, I mean, she's not a gamer. Somehow. Yeah, well, listen. This is Mooch's channel. I'm not going to cause controversy on his channel, but
you hear what they said? Not somehow. She didn't get that position just like that. These guys are sick, and just for that, this woman worked her way to the top, and you guys are insinuating that this woman slept to the top. Hold on to that. Oh, no. Everybody's getting it tonight. Everybody is getting a touch of that slap. Let me hear what you guys have to say again.
You know, again, like, she's not a gamer. She doesn't know.
Also, Jim Ryan was a gamer. Was Jim Ryan a gamer? Is the new president of Sony a gamer? What are we even doing here? Crab stayed away from the Xbox streets for so long. As soon as he seemingly see Xbox is down, he just came back out all of a sudden. All of a sudden, when Helldivers was ported to Xbox, Crab Gamer and Tim Dog was hiding out. These guys had nothing to say about that. But now, Halo is going to PlayStation, and these guys came out from their rabbit holes. Look at this.
Anything, like, it's true, Mooch. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I feel the way I feel about it, but she doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing. She's inadequate for the job.
But do you think anyone in Xbox does, though? Do you think Phil Spencer?
I was just gonna say.
Yeah,
because Phil Spencer, before when he was head of Xbox Studios,
he actually oversaw like the worst run of games they've had, like post Xbox 360. So I was going to say, like, to me, I don't know how he still has a job because
he's much better than her. Okay, let me just explain.
Based on what though?
Well, he does understand.
He understands.
Let me just say shout out to Professor Strong for that $2 super chat. Professor Strong said, "Grown men should not be gossiping about women." You are 110% right, Professor Strong. These guys had nothing but bad to say about Sarah Bond. Sarah Bond is doing her thing. She's following the script. She is taking where Phil left off and she's running with it. So don't come now to bad talk Sarah Bond because you guys don't like the direction Xbox is going. Most of these guys are old. Most of these guys came from the generation where it is exclusive mattered. But we will talk about it, guys. We are going to talk and we are going to be objective. Did Microsoft make a bad choice not to keep games exclusive, or did they have a very good reason as to bring these games onto other platforms? We will look at some data and some stats, and we will see whether what Microsoft is doing is something that is stupid, or if it makes sense for their business.
Gaming somewhat, I think.
I mean, listen.
I don't know about that, dude. I think everything I've ever seen him like champion has either turned out terrible or been cancelled. Like, I don't know.
Let me explain something to you. Okay, Satya from 2013, 2014 wanted to spin off Xbox. Okay, Phil Sultan in 20.
Now, mind you, these guys don't have no firm information, right? These guys are just talking. They are just pulling things from out of the air and they think it's true, right? But again, this is what you get from these haters. These are haters. These are ponies. And of course, we expect that from the PlayStation community. We expect that from these ponies. They will continue to hate as they always do. So let's talk about it. Because this week, didn't they say that Microsoft is dead or Xbox is dead? That's what they said. They said this week Xbox is dead. Now I could go on my Xbox right now and boot up a game and play a game, right? Most of these guys who said Xbox is dead this week, I saw a Dreamcast guy made a video. I saw a lot of guys made videos that Xbox is dead this week, right? Tyrone made video. A lot of the persons capitalized on Xbox and they said Xbox is dead, right? There'll be no more Xbox going forward. That is what they said. Well, it just so happened. Well, look at what Jez Corden said here. Microsoft's ambitious new Xbox. Your entire Xbox console library, the full power of Windows PC gaming, and no multiplayer paywall. Sounds very interesting. Let's continue. The new Xbox platform is set to be a premium experience, and now we have some details on what it'll look like. So, as most of you all know, most generations, with the exception of the 360 generation, Microsoft would sell between 50 million consoles and let's say 30 million consoles. That's in between, right? Hey, let me say shout out to NYG Mava, right? What up, Manva? NYG Manva, shout out to you, man. Thank you for that $20 super chat. Yo, big support tonight, man. Big support tonight. Hey, much appreciated. NYG. He is saying, Island Gamer, keep flaming these ponies, man. I like how you stay on their... Listen to me, I have to stay on their necks. I have to stay on their necks. When these ponies think that, guess what? Island Gaming is backing down. I am coming into them like this. You feel like going somewhere? You think you're going to run, ponies? I'm coming to you rapid fire. Look at this. coming into these ponies like that. NYG, these guys would not deter me. They have to get this boot on their neck. Tim Dog could say what? Crab Gamer could say what? They have to continue dancing for what they need to dance for. Look at this Tim Dog tremble like a rat. Look at this Tim Dog tremble. Open up terrible. Come on, man. Listen to me. This is a sickness, man. Let me just say shout out again to you, NYG Manva. So, Xbox console is dead. But somehow we have Jess Corden reporting on what his insiders would have told him about the next Xbox, right? Hear what it says. Xbox is dead. Long live Xbox, as they... Hear what he said, right? Xbox is dead. Long live Xbox, as the saying goes. No gaming platform in history has been declared dead as many times as Xbox. This is crazy. He ain't lying. No gaming platform ever has been declared more dead than Xbox. Xbox have been dead so many times, Xbox should be dust. I mean, I don't even know how I'm playing an Xbox right now. I don't know how I have an Xbox controller. I don't know how Xbox Live is working. Xbox have been dead 5 years ago. Yet, live, it still does. Microsoft itself earned itself plenty of condemnation, though, when it put the clickbaittery aside. Let me just say shout out to NYG again. It's Ni Jiman. NYG. Yeah, man, shout out to you, man. You know me with my enunciation and my pronunciation, man. I don't know. NYG man. Right? So yeah, so they said Xbox is dead, but Xbox lives on, right? Owing to the variety of the rapid fire strategy changes, large-scale layoffs, and disappointment price hikes, Microsoft hasn't exactly engendered in itself to the remaining Xbox faithful as the last. Another wave of Xbox doom declarations dropped as Halo was finally announced on PlayStation last week. Something we knew was happening for at least a year. So yes, I mean, I don't know why this is surprising to a lot of guys. We knew Halo was coming a year ago. At least it was rumored. I mean, we had no solid confirmation that Halo was coming. However, we knew about the rumors. Ever since Gears of War dropped, ever since Forza came, we knew Halo was coming. But there are still reasons to remain optimistic for the future viability of the Xbox ecosystem, even without exclusive games. Microsoft Xbox platform has more support from Japanese developers than ever before. That is true. Xbox Play Anywhere is seemingly catching on with developers at an increasing pace, and the Xbox Ally X PC gaming handheld is sold out in many core markets. The Xbox platform is evolving to encompass PC gaming, cloud gaming, and traditional console gaming too. But the latter point has left fans wondering exactly what the next-gen Xbox might look like. Now, let me just say that most persons thought that Xbox was going to abandon, their native console games, but that is not the case. This new console would have your console games that you have in your Xbox Series X and S, and also, as some persons say, at a touch of a button, you can go over to Steam, you can go over to the Windows side. So persons are saying that here what Xbox is done with console gaming. That is not true according to what we are saying here. Combined with public statements and information from our sources, the form the next Xbox will take is starting to take shape. Here is what you need to know and prepare for in the coming years. Right? What we know, the next Xbox, the next gen Xbox from Microsoft will be curated Windows gaming PC complete with your full native. So this is the important part, guys. If it is you want to invest in the next Xbox, know that all your games that you had from before, that is what you will be keeping on your new Xbox, right? Don't think that here what you won't be able to play your native games. That is not what they are saying here. You will have your full native console games in the next Xbox. Yeah? Xbox CEO Phil Spencer has been teasing for years what the next gen will look like for Xbox, as people wondering exactly how the strategy might pan out. But I mean, why are they even talking about this? I thought Xbox was dead. Wasn't Xbox dead? Last week, Phil Spencer said that people should look to the Xbox Ally for an idea of where Xbox is heading. And we spoke to our trusted source over the weekend to learn a bit more about what that means. As many of us have come to expect, the next Xbox will indeed run full bore Windows with a TV optimized console style experience layered on top. Microsoft decided to sideline its own Xbox handheld plans and to go to market with the Xbox Ally in partnership with Asus this year to start gathering feedback on the experience that will essentially power the next wave of consoles and hardware. I'm told that Microsoft still plans to make its own Xbox handheld eventually, too, along the lines of this new plan. Xbox President Sarah Bond has teased a variety of first-party Xbox hardware made in partnership with AMD. What will all this look like, though? So although these guys are saying Xbox is dead, Xbox is not coming up with another console, this is a console that we can look forward to. This is a console that would make sure that we get the full slate of PlayStation games. We're getting all our games from before. We will see how Microsoft get that done, and we'll be getting games from other platforms. So I mean, this is some excitement to look forward to, guys. Although the gaming community and some of these pony bots and some of the ponies are saying Xbox is dead, we are saying that here what the future for the Xbox platform is looking good. If you decide to stay on the platform, this is what you could expect for the platform. Yeah? So now we are going to ask the question, does exclusives matter? Now, as I make this argument, let me play this video here for you guys. Right? Because it is important that you guys see this video. In the early days, guys, exclusives was king. In the early days, exclusives was king. Games that were on the top of the industry was exclusive. The Marios, the Tetris. Well, Tetris was never exclusive. I think Tetris was multi-plat. Duck-Hunt, Nintendo reigned because Nintendo had the exclusives. Yeah? But as the years go on, as the years went on, we started to ask ourselves, does exclusive matter? And guess what? What did we see happening as the years go on? We started to see games that are not exclusive started to take the lead. Look at this here. In 2011, Tetris beat Super Mario. Why? Because Tetris was multi-plat. As we started to go on over the years, we see certain games started to take Minecraft. Minecraft was a multi-plat game. Minecraft was not exclusive to Xbox or to PlayStation. This is a multi-plat game. In 2016, multi-plat started to take over. So when it is you are a company and you are looking to see how best I can make the most money. Now, none of these companies cares about us. The companies that we support, we have to see what value it provides. Right? For me, Microsoft provides the most value. That is for me. I don't know what console or what platform provides more value for you, but I am repping for Xbox, right? And when I see that they say that here, what? Over the years, multi-plat games really took over. They ain't kidding. Grand Theft Auto, one of the biggest multi-plat games that started to lead the charts. Minecraft was leading the charts. All of these things was multi-plat game. Look at where the exclusives were. At 5th, at 6th, right? Now, to prove my point that here what? Exclusive today in 2025 is not the same as exclusives as in, let's say, in the early 90s and the early 20s. It is not. Let me prove it to you. So you see this chart here, you see that in the top 3 are 3 multi-plat games, right? But let me prove it again to you again. Because tell me guys, how many exclusive bangers did PlayStation have last year into this year? Anyone know? How many exclusive bangers PlayStation had last year into this year? Well, it just so happened that a gaming editor from Metro, this is what he said. He said PlayStation 5 sales catch up to PlayStation 4 despite lack of exclusives over the Christmas. And this was through the entire year of 2025. PlayStation is selling massively despite exclusives. Now, if the argument, guys, is that exclusives sell games, if the argument is that exclusive is what differentiates a console, then why are all these consoles being, we see the charts, all of them, we see multi-plat games every week. Hey, what up, So Hazard? What up, Avgator? Hey, Dolomite, what up, man? Who did I miss? Shout out to NY. I'm guessing New York G-Man. Shout out to you again, man. For that big super chat. Shout out to Sekiro King. What up, man? Who did I miss in the chat? Did I shout out Joe? Joe Dunmore? Joe, what up, man? Guys, hit the like button for your guys. Let's see if we can get this stream up to at least 50 likes. Shout out to you guys, man, for all the support. So yeah, so we keep seeing PlayStation consoles are selling despite first-party games. Now, I'm going to read this article, but look at this here, guys. Look at this. Ghost of Yote just came out, right? Ghost of Yote is a AAA banger, right? Look at this here. Where is it? Look at this here, guys. Let me show you guys this. If Ghost of Yote is such a banger, why isn't this game in the top 5? Look at this here. What you see in the top 5? They said Battlefield was going to destroy Call of Duty. Look at where Call of Duty is right now, guys. These guys don't know nothing what they are talking about. Look at this. The great Battlefield. Battlefield is a great game. I'm not going to take anything from it. But these ponies were backing Battlefield because they thought it would have dethroned Call of Duty. But where is Ghost of Yote? Is it at number 1? I mean, it's not even a full month yet. Is it at number 2? No. Is it at number 3? Where is Ghost of Yote? No. Is it at why is Grand Theft Auto being played more on a PlayStation platform than this banger Ghost of Yote? What NBA? Where is Ghost of Yote? No. Skate? That's now Skate overtook Ghost of Yote? No. Battlefield? No. Ghost of Yote is number 9. After what? Is this the 3rd week Ghost of Yote is out? The 3rd week or the what? Is it a month yet? I mean, where is Helldivers 2? Guys, look how crazy this is. The PlayStation community is saying that they support their games, right? Are you seeing Helldivers 2 on this list and on the top 15? Look at where Helldivers 2 is. Xbox gamers are supporting Helldivers 2. That is why Sony is going to put more games onto Xbox. Look at this. Helldivers 2 is number 11 on the most played games, on the most weekly played games on Xbox. Helldivers 2 is nowhere to be found on PlayStation. Right? These ponies are playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Roblox. This is why these guys knows nothing. Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Roblox is leading the PlayStation charts. Make it make sense. So when it is you try to sell me that Xbox should stay exclusive, it have to make sense. It have to fit within the data. Where in the data? Look, there is a data sheet in front of everyone. Where in the data shows that exclusive games are dominating the charts every week. Show me. So make it make sense, guys. This is why I say that these ponies knows nothing. And this is why I know that if Xbox wanted, they can cripple PlayStation. If Microsoft takes Call of Duty off of PlayStation, PlayStation is dead. If Microsoft takes Call of Duty away from PlayStation, they are dead. And that's not me saying that. That was Jim Ryan. Is President Jim Ryan in the chat? President Jim Ryan, you need to reiterate that to these ponies. Microsoft is keeping PlayStation alive because they decided to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Isn't that clear to you, ponies? Look at this. This is nuts. This is crazy. Now, could somebody tell me, does exclusives matter in 2025? Well, this article here from Metro said PlayStation sold well without any exclusives. Despite so few first-party exclusives in 2024, the PlayStation 5 has had a very successful Christmas and is now performing almost as well as the PlayStation 4 did. Objectively, the PlayStation 4 had more first-party games than the PlayStation 5. But yet, the PlayStation 5 is outselling the PlayStation 4 in some instances. How is that even possible? I thought first-party games is what sell these things. Right? Considering Sony's only managed to release 2 new PlayStation 5 exclusives from its own gaming studios in 2024, and one of them isn't even playable anymore. That was Concord. This guy just took a jab at Concord. Yes, he basically said that Concord is dead. Concord, you're still being mentioned. We can't forget you, Concord. You fought the good fight for 2 weeks. Concord is dead. Concord fought the good fight for 2 weeks and died a slow, painful death. And these ponies did nothing to stop it. They didn't buy Concord. They didn't play Concord. It was that trash. Right? Right? It says, and yet they couldn't be further from the truth. And yet that couldn't be further from the truth. At the same time as EA and Take-Two have shared their financial results, Sony has announced their third quarter earnings, which covered the months of October 2024 to December 2024, it turns out it was their most successful Christmas without any first-party games. Late last year and in this entire year, Sony made bank off of multiplats, off of Call of Duty, off of Fortnite, or off of Roblox. So when Microsoft decide to take their exclusives and bring it to more audience, how could you see that they are doing that? That's because they want to kill the platform? No, because they want to make more money. Exclusives is not how it used to be. I just showed you the video that today's games, the biggest games today, are all multi-plat games. Let me just say shout out to Professor Strong. Shout out to you, Professor Strong, for that $2 super chat. Professor Strong said, most PlayStation sales are casuals. Come on, Professor Strong, you know it, and kids. And these ponies are not understanding. Some of the Xbox fans are not, not studying it. Because guess what? They are angry that this 25-year-old game went to PlayStation. But when was the last time these guys played Halo? Halo numbers was in the pooper. Halo numbers was down. I saw 3,000 concurrent players, 8,000 concurrent players. That is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Fortnite is doing 1 million every day. Battlefield 6 is doing over 700,000. So if it is a company wants to revamp their particular franchise, let them do it. I am still going to rock. If you guys want to leave Xbox, no problem, leave. I ain't going nowhere. If these guys want to leave, I'm telling you, most of the guys who said Xbox is dead today, Xbox will be dead tomorrow. Xbox will be dead next week, next month, next year. Every week, Xbox will die. How many times Xbox was dead? How many times? So, I mean, these guys are just looking for a quick buck. These guys know what they are doing. They love to, see. We come on, Sosuke. At this point, we are ghosts. At this point, as Xbox has to be a ghost. So, I mean, we see clear evidence today, guys, that Xbox is not going anywhere. And let me just say, there are guys who believe that Xbox would be getting out of the console business. And let me just say that VG Fight School made an excellent argument not too long ago. Let me see if I find the video. He made a very good argument not too long ago about why these guys don't know what they're talking about, right? Let me see if I find the video that he did. Because these guys honestly don't know what they are talking about. Let me just see VG Fight School here. Right, so let me see the video. Bam, bam, bam. Shout out to VG Fight School, man. VG, I am going. Yo, VG puts out a lot of videos. Listen to this argument, guys, and listen to me. If it's one thing I must say, VG Fight School know what he's talking about. He is very analytical. He's very logical. He takes emotions out of it, and that is what I like, right? Now, I am not going to sit here and say that I don't understand. I'm not going to sit here to say that I don't understand some of the Xbox fans. I know some of the Xbox fans or some of the console fans that are playing consoles today, they are used to exclusive content. I understand that, right? I came from that era with exclusives. Nintendo had their exclusives, Microsoft had their exclusive, PlayStation had their exclusive. But if it is you can't see what Xbox is doing, what Microsoft is doing, I can't help you. It's very clear the direction they are going. It's very clear that that we still have a cool console coming with games. But look at VG Fight School here. Listen to this argument that VG is making. It's a quite wonderful argument. I just have to say, listen to what he's saying here.
I was having a back and forth with someone on Twitter, and I misread their statement. where they said the vast revenue of Xbox's growth lately has been from acquisitions of Activision and Bethesda.
All right.
That's accurate. That's actually true. But the conclusion that they're going to leave the gaming business because of this is faulty. And the reason is...
So these guys said that here what? Because Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard, they are going to leave the console business, right? But VG is going to kill them with an argument here. Look at it. Listen to this.
Faulty is simply because how is Xbox going to go ahead and make up for the revenue that already was a part of the status of these companies before they acquired them?
Yeah.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
And I put this up here because it's very important to know this, because this is what people are saying. And I know some of the folk that are claiming this. You have some aspects of the internet, like, say, some PlayStation pundits that say, well, they're already making money with the acquisitions, right? Well, and their consoles are not selling past a certain amount of units. So they only sold 30 million units is what they keep saying. Yet they can't find Xbox on shelves in Target and some...
30 million units. But that 30 million was enough for PlayStation to port Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 didn't tell these ponies, here what? Nah, Xbox only sold 30 million. That was enough. 30 million was enough, you ponies, to sell Helldivers 2. We had more sales in 6 days than you ponies with 30 million. Yeah, but Xbox don't buy games, right? Listen.
Other stores, whatever. And they say, well, this is the case, right? But then I ask them and say, well, hold on. The money that they made, or the growth that they received, right? If that growth came from Activision, let's just say ATVI, did Activision not make some of its money from PlayStation and Xbox console as well?
And this is what they don't understand. If Microsoft gets rid of the console, they will also be getting rid of some of their revenue. Why doesn't that make sense? Why are some of these Xbox guys not understanding this? If Microsoft gets rid of the console, they would be taking out a chunk of their revenue. Before they acquired Activision Blizzard, Microsoft was making money from Call of Duty. And guess what? Activision Blizzard was also making money from Call of Duty being on Xbox. Isn't that clear and understandable?
So if Xbox decided that they wanted to scrap the console in the traditional sense, then they will put Activision at a negative position, seeing as they would have lost a source of their revenue.
Come on, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Support your guy.
Or do you really think people are going to be willing to just go ahead and adopt Steam? But on Steam, Activision's presence is quite low because Battle.net is where a lot of those Call of Duty games are played the most on PC. But how many, console players are going to be willing to just go ahead and make that transition to go from Xbox to Battle.net or to Steam? This is a question that those folk who are asking or claiming this have not answered.
And this this is Professor Strong. They have to understand this. There is no way you could sit here and listen to this video and not understand what he's saying. If it is you remove Xbox from the equation, that is part of the revenue that would be lost. Before they acquired Activision Blizzard, both Activision was getting money from the sales on Xbox, and also Microsoft was getting 30% of their revenue from Activision Blizzard game. That is clear and understandable.
So the conclusion, which in Occam's razor tells us that the simplest explanation is most likely the best explanation, Xbox has no particular benefit, or even there's nothing in terms of the upside for them to go ahead and remove Xbox from their equation when it comes to making money.
There's no upside. There is no upside to remove Xbox out of the equation, even if it is these guys are saying that the console isn't selling. Now, these guys think that in order to be successful with a console, you have to at least sell 100 million. That's what these guys think. That in order to be successful with consoles, you can't have no other avenue of making money with consoles other than selling 100 million consoles. I mean, these ponies are sick, man.
Another piece of the puzzle people don't necessarily realize is the console generates 30% of revenue for Xbox from majority of these IPs and more. This is just the top 15 of these different titles.
Yeah.
Of the so-called 30 million, maybe if you are actually paying attention, it's more like, believe it or not, 70 million, as they are also supporting the Xbox One via cloud streaming, and also games like Fortnite and other titles that can play cross-generation wise. You remember that Marvel Rivals actually did make a PlayStation 4 version?
Yeah.
I'm sure some of you forgot. And also, there's an Xbox One version of the Call of Duty game. I'm sure some of you forgot. How are they going to also be able to leverage this 30% revenue that they're already getting? Where are they going to get it from? Again, would people be willing to just go ahead and transition to another ecosystem like Steam just because?
No.
They know that that's going to be rough. That's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And plus, they got a good 30. If you pay attention, 70 million people on the consoles. They would love for this 70 million people to just go right here. Or the next thing, Magnus or whatever the heck y'all are calling it, in order for them to basically continue to make money off of them.
No, these ponies said they're getting out of the console business. That is what they said. These guys said, here what? All of this jabba jabba you're talking here, VG, they're out of there. Microsoft is going to get rid of the console. How stupid could you be? How stupid could you be, man? I'm trying to understand. Right?
On consoles, they can upsell. On consoles, they can make more money. As many people refuse to actually consider these pieces, it's shocking to me that they come up with these conclusions. And so I did tell the gentleman, I was like, okay,
Let me just say shout out to VG Fight School, man. He did make a wonderful piece. It made sense. Microsoft getting rid of the console is no benefit to Microsoft. Not only would they be getting rid of a lot of Game Pass subscribers, they'll be also getting rid of a big chunk of their revenue as Xbox every quarter, every year, every financial year. So, I mean, when these ponies make talk, it has to make sense. You must see from a business standpoint where it is Microsoft is going. Microsoft is putting these games onto other platforms. One, because these games are more expensive to make. Remember, Nintendo kept all their games exclusive for a while because a lot of the Nintendo games never really had HD assets. HD assets, 4K assets, is something that is expensive. Ray tracing expensive. So notice Nintendo raised the price of their games this generation. You know why? Because all of these new techniques are expensive, right? So they need to raise it in order to make sure that they follow the back end. So when it is you look at the whole scope of it, guys, we are seeing that Microsoft is making the best decision for the franchise. Yes, we no longer could boast that we have certain games exclusive, although there are still some games on Xbox that are exclusives. We can no longer boast, hey, this is exclusive. What we could boast about this time around, as they say, is the console. What the console is able to do, and the console will be able to take the whole slate that will be exclusive to Xbox console. And not only that, but it will be able to play the games better, as far as I am hearing as well. So as we wrap up this stream for this evening, let me just say that my take is this. When it comes to Xbox content, I'm not going anywhere. I will continue to put the boot on these ponies' necks. These ponies aren't getting rid of me. Every time they slip, I would be there. Every time these ponies think there is no more Xbox YouTubers, I would be there. I would be in the shadows, you ponies, just waiting for you to say something stupid, for Dreamcast guy to take another shot at Met. I will be there coming in like this. Yeah, I'll be coming in like this, man, ponies. I ain't going nowhere. I'm coming for you, rapid fire. See how that rapid fire? Pop. You understand what I'm saying? Don't feel that because all these other Xbox YouTubers are wrapping it up, that means I'm going to wrap it up. No, sir. That ain't going to happen. Let me just say shout out, hey, what up, my brother? Bless up. Yataza. Bless up, chat. Xbox is undead nightmare to this. Listen to me. Every week we are resurrecting and coming back for these ponies, man. These ponies killed Xbox enough. So, guys, let me just say thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the love. I know there's a lot of guys who would have left the Xbox community because of what happened, but I ain't going nowhere. Let me just say shout out to all of you. Shout out to all of you who is sticking it out. Let me just say shout out to Dolomite. Shout out to Sosuke Aizen, Yataza. Shout out to Professor Strong, Anonymous Boss. Who again am I missing? Shout out to, let me see, Sosuke Aizen, Oscar, what up, man? Afgata, So Hazard, what up? It's my guy there, man. Shout out to, who did I miss, man? Hey, New York G-Man, what up, man? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Although I butchered your name, man. Thank you for that big super chat there. New York G-Man, yeah. Who again I miss? Space Shot, salute. Why so serious? Attention, soldier. Sekiro King, Cypher, what up? Anime News Central. Everyone in the chat that was in the chat tonight, shout out to you guys. Let me just say, to end it off, let me just, I know P Strong was not here, but shout out to P Lump, sorry. Give that guy some support. Shout out to P Lump. Let me play his song. Come on. We ain't going nowhere. Come on. Yeah, buddy. These guys think that we're out. It has only just begun. Hey! On and on. Yo, yes, guys, don't forget Jamaica in your prayers, man. Don't forget Jamaica in your prayers, guys. Jamaica is going through it. You guys saw that hurricane? I know it's also heading to other places too. Let me see if I can pull it up. Guys, look how serious this thing is about with Jamaica. This hurricane is serious, man. Let me see if I get it here. This hurricane is serious with Jamaica. So we have to, and guess what? A category 5 hurricane ain't nothing to sneeze at. Look at this. Look at this. I think this is one of the biggest hurricanes in history to hit Jamaica. So they are going to get hit hard. So let's pray for them. I hope these guys really take precaution. You know? It's crazy. Guys, this world is crazy. Right now we have Venezuela versus America close to our doorsteps in Trinidad. So this world is crazy, guys. So let's make sure you all in the chat, your affairs are in order. Make sure that you talk to your God, you know, quite frequently, because at this time anything can happen at any time, guys. Anything can happen at any time. So again, guys, thank you guys for all the support once again. Shout out to the chat. What was I say? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone, guys. Don't forget to put God first and mankind after. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. The whole slate is coming. I'm out of here.